Hi, welcome to Ranger Country. I'm Peter.
And I'm Lawrence.
And we're here today at a different venue than the studio. We're actually in our shop in Sleaford today. Now, we've had a few requests, haven't we, for footage of the shop and
A little walk around of all the second-handers that we've got.
Second-hand guns, see what we've got. So we thought, right, let's have a sweep up, let's have a tidy up, make it presentable.
And now at 4:45, we've actually finished tidying up, so it's somewhat presentable. And we're here to have a little walk around.
That's it. So, where do we start? Starter rifles, break barrels, starters, cheaper range. We have a rack there, second-hand rifles.
Generally the sort of sub 200, sub 300 sort of range.
Yeah.
And then we've got targets and cylinders and bits and bobs there.
Yeah. Now we've found that we've had to take up a lot of the shop for storage over the years, so our shop area has actually got smaller and smaller, hasn't it?
Which, the actual retail area. You might get glimpses of it that way and that way.
Yeah.
But yes.
It was magnificent and large one day, but those days have gone. So we have second-hand pistols in here, some of the second-hand pistols. We have night vision underneath the pistols. Lawrence, over to you.
We've got night vision and thermal, and then red dots and lasers and that sort of thing. We've got scopes underneath, and then we've got scopes in that cabinet as well.
Yeah. So we have some of our new pistols in the racks underneath the rifles, don't we? And majority of our second-hand rifles, although it's not exhaustive. And I must say at this point that the turnover of second-hand stock is very fluid, isn't it? It can change very quickly. So if you see it in this film, in this little video today, it doesn't mean it's going to be there tomorrow. So everything that we have should be on the website. But if it's not, it's probably sold. So,
and if it's not photographed, then that's just because of the delay.
Just workload. So to touch on a few rifles on here, Lawrence, we have a good selection of Brococks there. We have a Catran, nice Catran, thrown in amongst the Brococks and the air arms.
Probably in the wrong spot.
Probably. It's always difficult to know how to lay them out, isn't it? We try to go by manufacturer, don't we?
Yeah, obviously it looks nice when all the gauges are lined up with the same manufacturer, like with the air arms here.
Yeah.
And again with the Brococks, all the cylinders line up and those front accessory rails.
Yeah.
But yeah, sometimes you get the odd one that just stands out.
Yeah, it just doesn't fit, does it? So, on from air arms, we move on to got a few second-hand BSAs there, haven't we?
Yeah.
Bioarcs, HB 100s, 110s. Got a FX there hiding away, just this side of the hat sands.
There's a couple of hats and factors, looking very similar.
And
I will say we try and keep everything similar in brand order, but it very rarely happens perfectly.
It's very difficult.
We try to roughly have it more expensive down to less expensive.
Yeah.
The
problem is, I think, is when we sell one out of one hole and we haven't got the same mate to replace it, then
we have to shuffle everything.
So sometimes a bit of an obscure one gets put in there. RM8s, we generally often have quite a nice selection of RM8s, don't we?
4 to 7 at any one time usually.
Yeah, generally. Fantastic starter gun they've been over the years, and people often use them as a step on the ladder in the hobby.
Yeah, 100%. Now we'll just say, obviously we've mentioned these are all the second-handers. The reason for that is we don't carry a new rifle out on display. We don't have it on display, so that way when we come out and deliver it, you know that it's not been a demo one. It's not been out. All it's been done is we've come in, we've checked it over, done all our tests, gone through our checklist, back in the box, back on the shelf. Obviously you won't see that. You might see some of the shelves down there, but otherwise, yes, we try and keep all the retail space for second-handers.
Nothing worse than having a brand new gun delivered and covered in fingerprints, and lots of people handled it. Doesn't happen. So we have, if somebody wants to look at a rifle, we have a second-hand one that we can demonstrate it, and if they decide to buy a new one of it, we fetch the new one out. So yeah. So I just noticed that HW110 snuck in there in the wrong place.
definitely in the wrong spot. Should
Yeah.
be with those two, but
Yeah. Onto a few Gamos there. And a few nice air arms and Virarc underlevers and Pro Sports, aren't there?
So I said we're roughly more expensive down to less expensive, but your Pro Sport nowadays is nearly twice as much as a Gamo PCP.
That's crazy, isn't it?
So it
Yeah,
doesn't quite
think
work
about- yeah.
completely.
Yeah, a few BSA Lightnings, a Walther LGV there, I can see. And then we go on to this wall tends to be for shorter rifles that don't fit really anywhere really where they're stood up. So we've got some HW110 Bullpups. We have got, what else have we got? We've got
A couple of Daystate Delta Wolves.
Delta Wolves, yeah. Ghost. That won't sit around there for very long, will it? Secondhand Ghost.
No, by the time you've seen this video, it's probably already gone.
Yeah, Delta Wolf, HW110, FX Bullpups, Walther Rains, Daystate Rangers. Again, all very short, too short for the long gun rack. Then we move on to this wall here. These tend to be a little bit more delicate rifles, so nice finishes on them. The laminates, we don't want them sort of on that rack there, or they've got scopes on and they just take up too much room, so we just tend to put them on this wall. That's HFT 500 there, Ultimate Sporter with a few little gizmos on it. Nice. Brocock again. Chrome Mortal X. That's it's a strange looking one, isn't it?
That's on there, I think, because it's too big for the normal rack.
Yeah. Yeah. And a nice FX Crown in the best stock, I think.
Yeah.
Wolverine, a few more air arms, Daystates on there, bits and pieces. So we've got a fair range, haven't we, of the secondhand guns,
Yeah.
secondhand rifles.
Obviously, we've mentioned about pistols and stuff as well before, but obviously,
Yeah,
we've got drawers and drawers of accessories and
certainly do.
custom rails and bits and bobs and pieces like that.
Yeah, certainly do. So it's usually a hive of activity. There's then if you email us, then you'll probably speak to Hannah on email, and Hannah's behind the camera.
Hello,
Hi, Hannah. Yeah, and everybody else is round and about, so they've scarpered because we're filming.
Yeah, we
didn't
kicked
want
them
to be
out.
on it. Yeah. So
That's a little walk around of the shop.
yeah,
I know
that's
a
us.
few of you have been asking for it.
Yeah, not much really more to say, and yeah, it looks nice actually, tidy and swept.
Makes a change. We're going to get all the clutter out that we've moved, that we've hidden.
Typical gun shop, guns propped everywhere,
Yeah.
and every gun shop's the same. But yeah, excellent. So hopefully next time we will see you back in the studio reviewing another rifle.
Yeah. I'm not sure what at this point, but
No, there's a few. Yeah, there's a few.
we'll see.
A few ideas. So
But yes, perfect. Thank you very much for watching.
thank you.
We'll see you on the YouTube channel with the next one.
See you in the next instalment. Yeah. Thank you.